Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, good evening. What's happening, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast coming to you live and direct here on a Monday night, man. Hoping everybody's had a great Monday afternoon and day and what have you. But, man, we're happy to be here tonight. Another night to talk sports. And we know how we do it here, man. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit all the bells and all the notes so you can get all the wonderful notifications, man. And those that are listening at the sound of my voice on the podcast side, hey, you give us that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star review, 5-star review. Love us or hate us, let us know how we're doing out there in the universe and in the world, man. But with that said, we're gonna have a good show tonight. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna talk about some golf tonight. Scotty Scheffler, he wins another bag in his illustrious career as a golfer. Captured one of the major championships. So he did that on yesterday at the Open Championship. Across the pond, as they call it. We'll talk about that. What else happened? The WNBA, they had their All-Star weekend and quite a firestorm, but we'll wait for Ryan to come through and he'll kick it off as we'll talk about the WNBA All-Star game. And football's about to get cracking as we see with the training camps and some things to talk about with training camp, man. So we'll talk about that. But without further ado, let's meet the crew. D-Dubs, how are you tonight? What's going on, sir?
Yo, what's good? What's good, man? Well, good to be back Monday in review, man. Let's see what's going on in sports. Weekend in review. A lot of stuff going on, man. Let's talk about it.
A lot of stuff. Appreciate your DA. What's up, sir? He is the DA, as he says on his screen.
Yeah, everything good, man. A few things going on. Nothing. Scotty Scheffler, good stuff. Some good boxing, some bad boxing. WNBA.
Yeah, I forgot about the boxing. The guys will tackle boxing here in a little bit. But before we get that, there's a couple of news items we'll get to, man. So let's get to some of the news here. Let me just talk about this first. College football, as I got college football on my screen here. Let's talk about college football in the news. This is from Dave Rumsey from Front Office Sports, and he wrote this today. The Power Four conferences keep pushing different CFP plans, stalling change, he says. So the 16-team CFP expansion that's looming, management committee must decide format by December 1st of 2025 for a possible rollout of next season. The ACC versus the Big 12 advocate, the 5+11 model. ACC Jim Phillips supports Big 12's Brett Yormark's plan, 5 automatic conference champs plus 11 at-large spots, right? And so they got the Big 10, the SEC favorite weight model by Tony Pettetti. He says of the Big 10 prefers a format granting 4 automatic bids to each of the Big 10 SEC, 2 to the ACC Big 12, and 1 to the highest ranked non-power 4 champ plus 3 at-large slots. The SEC stays non-committal, of course. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey says he acknowledged different views, not yet backing any single model and open to keeping the current 12-team structure if no agreement is reached. They probably won't reach no agreement because that's how it goes. And then there's the potential play-in weekend. Big Ten's plan could feature play-in games to boost fan engagement and revenue.
I really. Yeah. So what? Hold on. Yeah. You know what? I don't even really want to. I'll reread it, but just so it all sounds stupid. So you just can't have if it's not going to be equal and fair and equitable for at least the Big 5 conferences, then there's really no reason to do it, right? Because it's never going to go through if that's the fact. Because there are rich dudes backing every conference.
Facts.
So it's and that's what this is about. It's about a pissing contest and who can do this better than that, or who can do that. And my team is. We need to, come on, man. I'm not really You know what? I really don't care. There you go. I'll say it. There you go. I'll just say it.
Thank you, dear.
I really don't care. Y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever y'all want to do. Don't play it all. Play once in a while. Play 18 teams. Play 20 teams. Whatever. Like I said, man, it's become such a joke that they're gonna make sure. D, I love it far more than you would ever believe. But with the betting and this and that and the third, it just.
Well, D, you don't want to protect the fans?
Who? I don't know nobody named Fan. Nah, I don't know none of them dudes. And if they're going to pay to go anyway, go to the game.
Hence, we are no longer the defender of the fans.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do for these people, man. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm totally with you. We try to tell them.
Real talk.
They don't listen.
What am I supposed to do, man? If y'all gonna make a mockery of this foolishness and just have dudes come out there willy-nilly doing this, doing that, and the third, then go on ahead, man. Go on ahead.
And get paid.
What am I supposed to do? There's no way in the world I can stop you. For sure. No way in the world I can stop you. So all I can say to you is, yeah, man, it's good. All y'all want to do it, man. I'm with you, man. Whatever you're doing, man. Because y'all paying for it. Y'all paying to do it. Right? That's okay. 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 Okay.
Well, moderator, what you think?
I think when I delved into this article this afternoon, and I said, man, this is something. So I'm with DA when they said this has become a pissing contest, and you just really, they're not doing it for the good of everybody. They're doing it for the good of themselves. And, are they really doing it for everybody's good? Because at the end of the day, like D-Dub said, it's the fans, man. But, I guess that train has been left about caring about the fans. And that's for a bunch of sports. And as you can see here, they can't even come to an equitable agreement, just an equitable agreement that will allow for, they want to expand, right? And then they want to hit you with the potential play-in weekend.
Don't nobody care about that. That's all more money. Everybody knows that's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's so the 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5 to boost fan engagement and revenue.
Yeah, another money grab.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's at what point in time do the people, and I know no business really cares about the people or the fans, those dudes I don't know. But at some point in time, people just go push back like, what, I ain't watching this. Because hey, look, this is all about FanDuel anyway. It stopped being about me when y'all got in bed with the bookies. So it's FanDuel. It's about FanDuel. It ain't about me. It's about FanDuel. Y'all getting matchups to get people to vote rather than the best team versus the next team. Whereas that may not be as good a game because the best team may be that much better, than the other teams. Now, they've done a lot of things with the NIL and everything else to kind of bring things down to being a little bit more equal amongst teams, but it still really isn't equal.
Right.
Yeah. You said the right thing though. It's about FanDuel. It's about it's not about us, and it's about FanDuel. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Definitely.
Let me go on to the next thing. Like I mentioned before, Scotty Scheffler, and this is from ESPN. He won the Open Championship, his third leg of his career Grand Slam, cruising for it wasn't even close to a 4-stroke victory at the Royal or Portrush with a final score of -17, 267 for the weekend. Scheffler posted a 68 in the final round, completing a dominant performance. Like I said, he wasn't threatened at all during the whole time. He finished 4 strokes ahead of Harry English second and Chris Gotterup third. Scheffler becomes the 4th player in Open history to shoot 68 or better in all 4 rounds. And then on 18th green, I don't know if you saw it, family in tow, Scheffler pumped his fist and he tossed his cap in celebration. And this meant everything to him, as he said, for, God being from Texas. And Roy McIlroy says this: he is the bar. Only maybe 2 or 3 players in history have been on a run like this. That's what Roy would say. Yeah, dude can play. Absolutely. He was lights out. And like you said, it wasn't even close during the weekend if you happen to catch it or catch the highlights of it. And, he's the best in the game right now. He is, like Rory said, he is the bar. So Scheffler said he says he called it one of my best performances mentally, highlighted patience, focus, and hard work over 72 holes. If you don't play golf, I play golf. I'm a weekend hack guy. I am not that good. I look good when I go out there, but I am not that good. And, hitting the ball, addressing the ball, those who my golfers.
Hello, ball.
Hello.
All right.
Shout out to the honeymooners.
Hello, ball. Right? Ralph Crandall. Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to do, I think, in my opinion, man. And when I learned how to play, I said, man, this is a rough thing to be out here for 3 or 4 hours walking around the heat. And you losing balls, and then they're going into the water, they're going into the forest. And shout out to those, no, not shout out to you, all those that hate that y'all lose ball, and then y'all just keep on looking for your ball, man. Stop it and stop the pace of play, man. So, and stand people like this.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Well, people that, dude, you haven't golf, so you said,
Yeah.
So,
I got nothing for you.
So maybe maybe we go get you out there,
Nope. To replace shoulders. Not even a little bit of a thought.
Okay. Well, how about Top Golf or something? I mean,
replace shoulders, rather. That's one thing my doctor told me. He said, don't do.
Yeah, okay. He's reduced to air hockey, dog style.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, he could do that. That's
that and shooting guns. That's a bit.
Yeah.
That is all I do. Sorry.
But Scheffler, best in the game right now, man. And he said it all in that statement, man, with patience and everything that you need to have, focus level. He is by far the best in the game as of right now. I didn't see much of it, but they played, of course, they played the feel good story with him and his son. The son falling after he won, and which was cool.
Well, they tried to poo on that too. Oh my God, what is he doing out there? And I was like, man, shut up, man.
Yo, man, come on, man, dog, stop, man. It's the son, man. What I mean, damn.
He's having a good time. That's what he's doing.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But whatever, man. Yo, shout outs to Scheffler, man. He's the best in the game right now, and he's doing it. So
get all the bags you can get.
Get the bags while you can get it, man. He's and right now. I mean, after Tiger, Tiger went on that incredible. Wait, Tiger was like a 2-decade run, or just about. It was just everything was about Tiger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think you'll ever see that again. But
I don't know if we see that again, but this guy right now, he's
he's playing.
He's on that trajectory. I think. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know.
Yeah, he is. I like the way he plays, and he wins, and he stays hot. He never gets cold. Even when he loses, I don't think he's ever that far down. So, it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Let me move on to the next story. I know we was talking about college football. I wanted to break that up a little bit, so I'm back on college football. Says here, this is from Front Office Sports from Yahoo Sports. Ross Dillinger of Yahoo Sports. He says college football breaking news. He wrote this today. Memphis proposing a lucrative offer to join the Big 12. But it lacks supports from their conference leadership. So the University of Memphis is offering an unprecedented, get this, $200 to $250 million package to join up with the Big 12. Zero revenue share for 5 years, final 5 years of the TV deal added $150 million plus in sponsorship over the same period. A no-risk trial clause if Memphis doesn't add value to the Big 12. Get this. Let me read that again, because this is going to be key later on the show. A no-risk trial clause if Memphis doesn't add value to the Big 12 may expel them after
that's yeah. I don't know how we ever get this desperate. Yeah, like I'm not,
Yeah, this sounds like they are absolutely throwing themselves at the Big 12. All right.
They got a dude at their school that says we can get good enough that we can win the national championship and beat the hell out of Alabama and them boys. We just got to be there. And someone said, "Yeah, you paying for it? Yeah, I'll pay." And this is hence why we're here, because nobody else would pay to do that dumb sugar honey iced tea. So, makes no sense. Why?
Yo, Memphis is in the American Conference, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. They're in the same conference as
UNC Charlotte.
UNC Charlotte, man. Just go ahead and stay in that conference, man. And
they are a good team, and they are close. I think they probably are one of the closer teams to being a Power 5 winning team, but they win in their pool. This is the thing we do is get it twisted.
The key word that you just said, close.
Yes, and this is the piece that's crazy. So like they win at their level at a really good rate. They get it in against schools in their conference or 1AA schools or mid-major D1.
Yeah. I seen them.
Kill them.
Yeah.
They don't really beat no big-time schools except for maybe, Vanderbilt, some bad Power 5 schools. Not bad, but, lower.
Yeah, you in the middle. You know what it is when you in the middle. You can't just get over. You just in the middle, man. You can't.
This no value clause, like what the hell does that even mean? What do you mean? What's value? You got people watching? Of course, Memphis people will watch, unless of course they get scheduled for games that are out in the Midwest at 7:00 in the morning, right? That's going to be a problem for Memphis, right? Or games going to be too late, they'll be on 8:00 because the Big 12 is Texas against Rice or BYU or I'm sorry, Baylor or one of those schools, and now your people in Tennessee can't turn on the game till 11 p.m. right? Because that's when it starts on this side, or 2 hours at least. It'll be 10:00. So that's what the problem is. Period. So my thing is, if you was real with this and you thought and this is just my opinion. So everybody in Memphis, you want to get in the comments, have at me, do what you're doing, let me know where I'm wrong, and I'm down to be wrong on this one. But if you thought she was really Power 5,
like that,
why didn't you just go to ACC, which is right
there
here?
There you go.
Or the SEC, right?
Why are we going to the Big 12? Yes. Why are we going to Big 12? Go to the ACC.
Yeah, go to ACC. Now, I'm not going to say go to SEC. You don't have
you ain't got no business. You ain't got no business in the SEC.
Yeah, you ain't got no wins in that casa.
No.
Unless you're playing Kentucky, which you do. You play them really good every few years, right? But my point is, if that's what you wanted to do, what the hell has the Big 12 got to do with it? Why don't you just go where you at? And, hey, listen, man, we can have a pissing contest right here, y'all. And go do it. That's all. It makes, I'm not sure. It makes no sense to me.
Because Dorian, they're not like that. So
they don't be like that.
So meaning they're not like that. They should stay where they at. Stay where you at until you can get like that. If you did, but you ain't like that. I don't think
you're never going to get like that. One, and if these teams are smart, if they were smart, what you would do is double down on your own stuff and come up with your own championship for the FCS schools, Come up for your own chip.
Good point.
That you guys can have. So if you're smart, and say Memphis is the best of the FCS right now, in the way like Central Florida used to be some years ago, or South Florida, whatever one of those Florida schools it was. A few years ago, it was the best school down there for years upon years. And Houston, and these schools were great schools in that division and were always winning 10, 11 games every year. If you were smart and you believed that you could do that consistently, I don't know why you wouldn't be lobbying to have your own championship for the FCS and have that. It's not going to compete with it. ESPN makes money off both, but they would advertise both. It's not that they would not advertise the game. They'll advertise both games. And they'll make both of them sound palatable. And the 6-game playoff in the FCS where we have South Florida against and people who are really interested on it like that with those schools to be involved, and football fans that like college football would also be involved. I believe people would watch if we did it. But that's me. That's me. I think people would watch if he did it, but I'm not. Hey, whatever. That's just me talking. I do believe people would watch though.
Well, let me read a little bit of the rest because we got there was a lot of talking points there. President Bill Hargrove spent over a year meeting one-on-one with Big 12 leaders to pitch this deal. Mirrors SMU ACC entry and SMU foremost revenue for 9 years to them going to the ACC. Let me read that again. Mirrors SMU ACC entry, SMU forwent revenue for 9 years.
That's stupid.
Memphis targets a quicker return via sponsorships. The plan is designed to reduce financial risk for current Big 12 members. Memphis was considered for the 2021 expansion, but was not selected when BYU, UCF, Houston, and Cincinnati joined. The Big 12 has evaluated other potential additions like Gonzaga and UConn.
What? I haven't even got a football team. What are we talking about?
Well, talking about probably for basketball. So,
yeah, no, I think they have a football team.
They do? I've never heard of Gonzaga.
Me either.
But
a little benefit of the doubt there, Cal.
I guess so, bro. I guess so. I definitely guess so, man. But yeah, that's what's moving and shaking in the world of college football. And before we know it, we got 5 more weekends to college football is here. So
that's just stupid, Kev. I mean, I keep it honey with you, B.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really like, why would you? Why? What? Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just what I'm. I don't even know what to say to that, man. Like, why would you not just go to the ACC here, right here? It's like up the block,
right there. Yep.
Big 12. Well, okay. The ACC ain't taking teams because they took the SMU last year. Come on, man. They'll take another team, especially with that sweetheart deal you're giving. You're giving over $200 million. You're taking no revenue sharing.
None.
Why would I not take you?
Yo, it just almost sounds definitely ridiculous and desperate.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing here.
Yeah, ridiculous and desperate.
Listen, y'all, I need to make some car payments. So who is this guy at Memphis throwing out this bread? That's what I need to know. I need to talk to him, all right? Because he's giving out this bread. Just giving bread away. Listen, man, I need a little bit of bread from you right now. Right now.
Shout out to, I guess, all the Memphis alumni that's backing this.
That's one dude. That is one idiot doing that by himself. So that's for sure.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But what am I? Let me go on. Let me move on to the next article from Front Office Sports again. This is from David Ramsey. NFL training camps kick off with holdouts and big paydays looming. DA's main man, Micah Parsons, he's entering year 5, set to earn $24 million on his rookie deal, well below market value for a premier pass rusher.
Did you say so?
according to Dave Ramsey, that's what he says. No holdout expected, but once extended, he may become the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history.
Yep.
Topping the record set by TJ Watt just last week. TJ Watt, as the aforementioned, he recently signed a 3-year, $123 million extension with 108 guarantee, approximately $41 million AAV, surpassing Jamar Chase's $40.25 million mark on last year. And then you got Dak Prescott. He has his 4-year, $240 million deal, remains the gold standard for QBs. And then, I don't know, D-Dubs is on. Can you hear me? Trey Hendrickson, excuse me.
I'm here.
He stated to earn $16 million this season, but refused.
No, he's not. Stop it. Quit it, man. Quit it. Stop. All right? Quit it.
Okay, go ahead.
Cincinnati never paid him that money, man.
And
Never.
Cincinnati's not going to be very good this year either, I don't think.
Cincinnati is one of the cheapest teams in football historically. They're never going to give that man that money, man.
No, they're not going to pay it. They're not going to pay him. Like I said, they done paid all the wide receivers. They paid both wide receivers. They have no more money. I don't think they have any more money. That I could be wrong.
Where within the salary cap could they have more money?
Okay, so I'm just saying because I don't know him now. Maybe I might be speaking out of turn, but I don't think.
So he would have to get $43 million because the NFL, it's the next guy gets paid more money just because. Just because,
right?
Just because you're next. You're up next.
You're up next, so you gotta get your paper. So with that being said, but again, there's gonna be probably so many holes on that Cincinnati team that they're not gonna be good. They're not gonna be that good.
Ryan is trolling. He said, revenue sharing, you don't say.
No. The NFL has a different deal. See, they have a hard cap. So it don't matter what they are sharing because they're not sharing. The owners are sharing. The players ain't sharing. The NFL has a hard cap of what they can pay players. It don't matter about what they make from the TV deals. That don't matter to the NFL. We can only pay y'all $50. That's what we signed on, right? And that's that. There's a huge difference, in what you would have revenue sharing in other sports where they pay out 53% of the profits to the players. The NFL is not doing that. That's not in their plan at all. They only have, so if they give this guy $43 million, $42 million a year, they gave Jamar Chase, another guy that's on that list is Jamar Chase, he just got $40 million. The salary cap ain't but maybe $200.
Right.
That's 52 other players have to get paid there. Yeah, hey, whatever. Do what you do, Cincy. Make it work for you.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Make it work.
Well, make it work. Make it work.
You already lost your running back, right? They lost Mixon last year to Texas.
To the Texans?
Yeah.
You lost 2 or 3 offensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody know who the tight end is anymore. So it's yeah. And there's nobody but Hendrickson on the defense that you can even say.
I mean, since Cincinnati might outscore everybody, but
yeah, but
I don't know.
That is going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So let me finish this up here.
Sorry, Kev.
No, you good. No, you're good. Good points that you made. Shamar Stewart, Cincinnati's first rounder, rookie DN defensive end, he did not report to training camp.
They ain't paying him.
He signed a 4-year, almost $19 million rookie deal, but balks at Bengals' proposed voidable guarantee. We talked about this a couple of weeks.
But didn't the wide receiver do that too, Kev? Went back to school because they had the thing in his camera and his contract.
Yep.
Hey man, if you get in trouble, we not paying you nothing.
Yep.
What does trouble mean?
Yes, that's a little ambiguous. I mean, does that mean if I get a speeding ticket, is that trouble? Or if I don't, if I take my library book back late, I mean, is that trouble?
What exactly are we talking about?
So yeah, it's a little bit ambiguous for me. So I don't know. So we'll definitely. This is something I just saw. I don't know if you guys saw this. Mike Williams. He looks like he just retired. He
San
retired
Diego, right?
from the Chargers, from the LA Chargers. Excuse me. Yeah. A week into LA Chargers training camp. No, you got an unexpected hole has quickly became a coaching staff and front office focal points. It's a void that measures a 6'4", 220-pounder who previously inhabited by veteran wideout Mike Williams and now needs a sizable presence into an opportunity. I heard me and D Dubs was talking about the Chargers today, me and an angry one, and D Dubs was saying, "Hey, Herbert, this is it for him this year. I don't want to hear nothing else." So D Dubs, this doesn't change things for.
No, I didn't say that. I said, Herbert, this is it. You either shit or get off the pot. That's what I said, to be honest with you, to be exact. Yeah.
He got a howitzer for an arm. I said that 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not picking them no more. This is it. Listen, man. They missed the what I said. I think we just talked about it, but they missed the playoffs last year, right? They didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
When the year before.
Like I said, maybe he's not that good. Maybe it was better when they had a running back there that made it more balanced. That's all. You all putting it on him because
I'm gonna leave it to Harbaugh. I'm gonna leave it to Harbaugh to figure it out.
Oh boy, then it won't get figured out.
Whoa! And
that's your man.
He is my man, but he already told you what he wanted to do. He already told you what he wanted to do: run the ball and play defense. That's what he do. Now, this is why he could have Kaepernick win, and he could have Alex Smith win, because the defense won the games. That's what he would rather do right now. But this is where your issue comes in. When ownership is given, God, his name is escaping me now, the quarterback of the Chargers, all his bread, Herbert, then you got to play Herbert. You got to put a certain amount of pressure, right, on Herbert to do things. Right? You just can't let him sit back and hand the ball off. Right? So you do that. And when you do that, you get yourself in trouble. That's all. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback. But, he came from Oregon. No disrespect. Like, they don't have great seeing the field, they don't have them quarterbacks. Because that's not what they do there. They usually have the fastest players, and they usually can beat everybody else up and down the field. They may have another team, at least when they were in the Pac-10. You got to think about they may have had one other team in their conference that was very serious, right? So Oregon used to always get it in with dudes because they couldn't even catch them. So USC is good, or UCLA is good, which is not much, or Stanford is good, But the reality is, you got one or two teams, and most of them are not as fast as Oregon. So Oregon usually has a leg up on those teams. Not to say that he is bad, but that does not bode well for a cat that can throw balls in the windows. And because he has a howitzer for an arm and can throw it through a building, doesn't mean that he can fit the ball in the window. He can throw the ball through a building. Still doesn't mean he can throw the ball in the window. And you need a quarterback. What was the dude's name that they just got out of there? He was there for years, man. The running back, I'm sorry. Always scored a lot of touchdowns.
The Chargers?
Yeah. What's dude's name? Golly, I think he's playing for. He may be backing up in Washington or one of those places now. But the point I make is that you need that.
You made me look him up. Yeah.
You need that guy. You need that guy. Now they may have a rookie or a young guy or whatever that they've seen in camp, and they whatever. But they need a running back to take that ball out of that man's hands. No quarterback is great if that guy throw the ball 30, 40 times a game. And we all say that every time we talk about a football game, right? Every time we go over the stats at the end of a football game, when we see
He threw too
that
much.
they threw the ball 30 times or 20 times. I mean, 30 times. We already go, whoa, this is not good. Right? This is not good. He threw the ball 30 times. He threw the ball 40 times. Like Jalen Hurts is a hell of a quarterback, right? But do we want to see Jalen Hurts throw the ball 35 times?
No, of course not.
There you
Of
go.
course not.
Right.
Yeah,
That's it.
of course not. So
Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon.
Gordon. Yeah.
No, not him. The other one.
No. The one
After Melvin. After Melvin. Light skinned dude. I forget his name. Melvin was the dude before him. Melvin was from Wisconsin. He was a hell of a running back in Wisconsin.
Right.
Broke all kind of records. I think he broke
Uh-huh.
Ron Dayne's records, so he had to be serious. Can't beat Ron Dayne.
Yeah, I thought Ron Dane was nice.
Oh, he was nice, man.
Andre came from
Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
He's from Wisconsin. Yes.
Yeah, Ron Dayne was nice, man.
Ron Dane, but I don't know, man. He got to the Giants. Man, never mind.
Well, you might not have had a good offensive line either. So
Yeah.
but,
Damn, back then too? God.
hey, you guys, waffled back and forth between good O lines and no O lines. So, that was before Eli. Y'all had a good defense back then.
In between that, correct. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
But like I said, I think Herbert is a good quarterback. He probably need to go more to a tight end, more run 12 personnel, and go with tight ends and one wide receiver over the top. But we'll see.
I'm not gonna blame him for everything, but
the system is bad too.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, I just talk shit, but I'm just saying that he has to. I mean, it's a combination of him coaching. They gotta do their job too.
That's it. Thank you, Ryan. Austin Eckler, that's the dude.
Eckler
Did nothing but score touchdowns. But
what?
That was it. Let him go.
Gotcha.
But Austin wanted his money too. So.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely for sure. Guys, well, that's enough with the news. We'll go on to boxing. I'll give it to D-Dubs. We had some boxing. Manny Pacquiao, 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao. He went out there, did his thing. Into a draw. Go ahead, D-Dubs.
Went to a draw. It was actually a good bout. They put the Aztec warrior, my man. Good God, what I lost his name. Anyway, they put him in front of him. He's an okay champ. He's a weak champion though, man. He's a kind of mid. So they chose him because they really thought that Pacquiao could beat him, and he was a light opponent, but he wasn't he was good enough to put for a 46-year-old boxer to fight. But even that, I mean, he didn't he just didn't get enough to beat him. So it ended up in the draw, but it was a pretty decent fight. That was a late night. Then you had Tim Tszyu against the Towering Inferno, Fedora.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. And I'm very shocked about Tim Tszyu. I thought he was better than
better than too, bro.
Is he that? I don't think he's,
man.
But he went in. He didn't want to come out the corner, man. He said, "Yeah, you coming out?" Dude said,
nope.
"Nah, dog.
I'm good. I'm good right here."
He said, "I'm good right here on this stool."
Yeah, I'm not. No, you getting on the stool? No.
Yeah. So that was the second fight between these guys. The first one, man, it was crazy because somebody got headbutted and it was blood everywhere, man. It was a crazy fight.
I
First one.
think Tim Price said, "Listen, man, I'm not doing this
Yeah,
again."
yeah. I mean, pretty much that's what he said, man. He said this guy's good, and so shout outs to Fedora, man, for staying in there. I mean, he's a much taller fighter. He's a taller fighter, and I don't. I always say about tall fighters, man. You tall and you got the length. You always got the jab. The jab is your best friend.
You should be able to at least.
You should be able to stay.
Dude. Yeah,
absolutely. You should be. If you don't want to mix it up with him, you should be able to stay on the outside and jab away, and keep him off you. As soon as he's coming in, bow. I mean, you should be outpointing him by far. But some of these guys, they get the ego gets the best of them and they want to get it in and mix it up with them and get inside, and that's when the shorter boxer really tears them up. If they really skilled like that. But
Yeah, you don't want to get in their zone. You get too close, and
yeah,
it's a problem for you.
exactly. There's a couple other good fights. But early in that day, Kev, we started off with we get with the heavyweight division. Um,
Tim's
what's
dude's
that?
31.
Who's
That's not
that?
too old. Tim is 31.
Yeah, he 31. Yeah, that's what I said. He ain't not that he not that old. But you had Usyk and the
Yeah,
boys.
the boys.
Yeah, man. He ended up with a title because there's nobody in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, it's no issue.
There's just nobody in the heavyweight division. He
It
ended up
was
with
me, and then
a
it was me, and then my feet started hurting, so that was it.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. So he ended up with the WBO title and Usyk.
Usyk.
Yeah, he smoked him. He smoked him in the fifth with I think it was a left hand dropped him, left hook pretty much dropped him, and that was over for him. And give it up to you. He's the undisputed champion, and by far, I mean, he's earned everything. So he's
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
been he's been through the war. He's nice like that, and he's beat everybody that they put in front of him, if not once, twice.
yeah.
Beat Joshua, I think. Beat Joshua twice. Beat
Yep.
what's my man's name? The other cat. Beat him twice. Um,
He beat the Chinese dude too.
yeah, beat him.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yo, man, he's Usyk is that dude, and
Beat your
you got
boy Tyson Fury.
Fury. That's why I can't think his name. Fury, but
Okay.
beat Fury twice. And
I
you gotta give him credit. He's not the again, man. These heavyweights. They're not the heavyweights that we are used to from our generation. When we talk about, we look at Lennox Lewis, we look at Mike Tyson, we look at
D.
Vander Holyfield, we look
You
at
giving these dudes too much credit. We
yeah,
said last night.
we look
Listen,
at Riddick Bowe. These guys are not like that.
David Tua would be the champ. Reggie Riddick would be the champ.
Yeah,
Tommy Morrison would be the champ. Shannon
Shannon
Briggs
Briggs.
would be the champ.
Yo, yeah.
All these dudes would be the undisputed champions
If they was fighting today,
right now.
yeah,
Undisputed champions of the world.
hey,
Point blank period.
Ray Mercer would be the
Ray Mercer. They have to wheel Ray up out of there. He be there so long. So I'm not even going to no greats. I'm just going to
George Foreman would be a champion eight
75.
times over.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Michael
So-
Moore still be on the belt right now.
Yeah, dog. I mean,
so
so when you get these guys that try to, I know they try to boost to put some yeast in it, but when you tell me that, these guys, when they was trying to, gas us up with, yeah, Deontay Wilder, he's the best.
Good God.
It's like, dude, stop. What are we talking about? It's like y'all really try to rewrite history for everything, for every sport. Y'all try to rewrite history. Like we didn't know what we saw back in the day.
Like he's not even a good fighter. Like other fighters don't consider him to be a good fighter.
He's not.
They just said he had that right hand. Like
He had a hell of a right hand.
That's it. And you had to be a retard to get hit by it. So there you go. And you know, sorry for using that term.
No,
Yeah,
you're fine.
Yeah, I got no love.
Yeah, so when we try, it's no comparison. You try, that's why I said that I'm not comparing no era from this, especially this era, this generation. No, there's nothing, no way can you compare. So with all that being said, it was actually a pretty good day for boxing. If you watch, I watch mostly all day of boxing because and shout out to the Sheik, Tariq Sheik,
No,
Turkey.
Sheik. Yeah, Turkey.
Turkey
Alalshikh. Yes.
Turki Alalshikh. Thank you.
Put it on all day now.
Put some
Yo,
respect.
Turkey said that he's trying to do it where they do no more pay-per-view and just doing a service of like a streaming or service, a streaming type service. But he's like no more pay-per-view. He wants the boxing fans to enjoy and watch some of these boxers so they can know who these people are. And I said, okay, that's a pretty good idea. We'll see. But you know how these promoters are, man. They trying to get the bread. So
So,
Yeah.
we'll see how
so
that works out.
let me
Okay.
let me ask you a question because
Yeah.
I said to you, what was it, probably last year when me and you was watching one of those events at the house together, and I was like, well, this thing is all day long, and
Yeah.
as he has done, continue to do these events that's all day long. Now I'm taking a step back and say, yo, this is a little bit ingenious. And now, like you said, how he just added this point of saying, hey, I'm trying to get rid of pay-per-view, paying for trash fights, 98, 95. And y'all know it's trash. The undercard is trash. All of it is trash. And so shout out to him for trying to change the narrative and change the landscape of boxing. But I like you just said, the biggest proponent, the biggest fight he's going to have in his hands, no pun intended, is the boxing promoters with all these garbage titles and all these belts and all these divisions.
He's going to have to buy it all. Right? No pun intended. He has to buy it all. He has to buy the belt, right? You're going to fight for this belt. The rest of the belts don't matter.
I mean, he pretty much said he's trying to get it for the fans, man. So I respect that. I respect that with him. Go ahead, D.
Me and D said months ago, man, and we thought it was funny at the time, but a Turkey fight day is an event. Like you watch, then you turn to something else, and then you go back, and then you go outside, and then you come back. It's all day. You can schedule your day around the fights you want to see. And then you may just ingest some other fights because you're not doing nothing. And
right.
You're sitting there, you're like, oh yeah, this is on. I'll watch this fight. But it's an all-day event. It's an all-day event. And that's what makes it cool. Because you can watch and then leave and come back and then watch and then leave. And then come back and watch and then leave.
He said, but here's one thing. Right? He said the pay-per-view model has damaged boxing. We will no longer support it. We are with the fans. The landscape of the sweet science is set for a radical transformation. Few could have predicted even a year ago. So, hey, you gotta give it to him for trying. This is one of the things that you do when you talk about your fans and things like that. If that's how important your fans are, this is what you do. You try to change it. You try to make it where the fans will or can support it and don't feel it like it's a pinch to their pockets. And it should be. You should be able to identify who's boxing.
Yeah,
Some people we don't even know. We don't know these guys because they're not in front of everybody. Remember back in the days, Muhammad Ali should fight on ABC.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep.
What was it called, Kevin? World Sports World. It was ABC.
Wide World Sports.
Worldwide. Yes.
Wide World Sports. Yeah. Well,
And you used to see boxers come on and fight in the afternoons. You used to see these. It's like. So we know who is who. You became accustomed to what who's fighting, and then you get to learn and gravitate to your favorite fighter.
And if you can do that, I believe you can clean up the guys who are out there, right? So if heavyweights don't look right, you're not going to be on, right? It's the weight classes, and you listen, because in the lower weights, lightweight, welterweight, there's like 30 good, not 30. It's about 20 good fighters between the two, from Carmel and Bud to Tank, like Shakur. There's dudes out here, man, that are dead serious. It is the promoters, because you got to get the fights, man. You have to have the fights. And what I think, I'm a conspiracy dude. I think what Turkey wants is to get rid of the promoters. And I'll promote it. That's all. You only got to have no contract with me. Every time we go into a fight, we'll sit down at the table and see how much we can get for this fight. I don't need to,
it's funny.
Be owned by Turkey.
It's funny you say that.
Every time.
It's funny you say that, because there was a fight, I believe it was last week. I forget who's fighting, but it was a champ. It was a title fight, and the dude lost his belt to one guy, and there was a challenger waiting in the ring, and he's like, "Oh, you want to fight? You want to fight?" Yo, he pretty much made the fight happen right then and there.
Yeah, well, that's what they used to do.
So the guy who lost the belt has to wait. He has to wait in
Hey,
line, wait in
hey,
line
man.
because Turkey already made a fight already.
Yeah,
So I
listen.
mean,
So I'm just, it's funny you said that, and I just happened to look this up. I don't know how you guys maybe forgot, maybe I didn't know. I didn't know that he just bought Ring magazine from Oscar De La Hoya 2 weeks ago. That's
yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah.
So he will have the pound for pound ranking will be his.
facts.
So that's where that comes from. So
Yo, listen, you got to make the fights, man. Make the fights that people want to see.
yeah, that's all. And if it's not a fight that you want to see, I believe wholeheartedly that there is a lucrative, what's that thing called? What's those
Lucrative
fights
what?
that they have? I call it phony fights for the old dudes. You know, if you get pushed out, then dog, listen, it's okay. You can have a novice fight and fight one of the Paul brothers.
Well, I mean, yo, I just heard today that Usyk is going to fight or there's talks of him fighting Jake Paul.
Don't do that.
Well, because here's the thing,
if he loses, he's bullshit. You know.
But
that, right?
here's the thing. I doubt if he loses. And two is that he's 38 years old.
Yeah.
He done did everything in the game.
Yeah, but he'll hurt Jake.
Yes. So, but you already know there's going to be some old phony clause in there talking about don't hurt me. But
are you going to fight with big clown gloves?
Yeah, but the thing is, he's 38 and he walks away with the whole big bag, and he can say sayonara and drop all the belts.
Yeah,
because that's because at 38, he ain't got nothing else to prove.
He's good to go.
He's good to go.
Yeah, but
he done cemented his legacy of being an undisputed champion. Yeah. Boom.
Turkey needs to continue where he's at. I am for sure. I'm down with what he's doing. I think he needs to really, if he can, put his foot down and get up off of most of these promoters, which are there. They're like agents, man. You taking 8% to do nothing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's why and I don't care what no one says about Lamar. One thing I'll tell anybody about Lamar Jackson is that he's richer than most people his age because he doesn't have to split his money with an agent.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He just pays his lawyer.
Correct.
Out the door.
Yep.
Out the door. Right? So and Ray Allen did the same thing. So my point is, man, you don't really need the agents to do this. You don't need them there. That's just a buffer that the mob made to make sure they got their piece back in the days. You didn't need those guys, and you still don't need them. So we'll go forward with boxing and make it happen the way we need to make it happen, man. There's some good fights coming up, but we gotta get some of these young boys out here, and they dead serious. So because people need to know their names and see some real good fights. So they've got a bunch of at least under 25 dudes that are like 10.
And can we please find an American heavyweight, please?
No.
That's worth a damn.
Nope,
but go ahead.
They're playing basketball and football. More money.
They're not boxing.
They're not boxing.
Oh, they're not boxing?
No, they're not. They're playing basketball and football.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to our main man, DA. We interview my man Cam, right?
Yep. There's no reason. You're 6'4", you can move around. You better get on a football field. At least you get a regular check.
Yep.
Man,
I need to find a struggling box dude in the hood that we can make a heavyweight. Because it's a damn shame that we don't have an American heavyweight boxer. That
DA and D-Dub's gonna be scouring the boxing gyms.
yeah.
Struggling boxers, man. Hey, you never know what can happen, man, with that, man. Gentlemen, is that all with boxing? We're gonna move on to baseball real quick, and then I got 27 minutes, and then we're gonna talk about the WNBA. Let me talk about baseball real quick. Let me talk about a real good baseball feel-good story here. I got it. David Wright. We go on to MLB. David Wright. He lands his place in Mets immortality as his number 5 gets retired, and this is according to the New York Post. He had an emotional ceremony on the 19th at Citi Field. Wright's number 5 jersey was officially retired. Fans, teammates, and the organization honor his lasting legacy on the field. In the clubhouse, teammates reflect he be a Hall of Famer without injuries. He was injured a lot. Ex-closer Billy Wagner said if he's not hurt, he's probably going to have a chance to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Former manager Terry Collins echoed his sentiment, noting Wright's team first philosophy and a iconic 2015 comeback when he propelled the Mets to the National League Championship, but they ultimately lost to the Kansas City Royals in 5 games in the World Series. Some of his career, he had 14 seasons with the Mets, 2004 to 2018, all with one franchise. His career stats was 296 batting average, 242 home runs, 970 RBIs, 7-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glover, 2-time Silver Slugger Award. Some of his injuries shortened his Cooperstown's chances. He had persistent back and neck issues, especially spinal stenosis, ended his playing career prematurely. Many former teammates believe he would have been in the Hall of Fame if he didn't. Francisco Lindor noted the emotional significance of being assigned Wright's former locker. I'll say this about David Wright. Not a Mets fan, but understanding how New York and everything worked, man. David Wright went to work every day, nondescript, and he did what he was the heart and soul of that Mets team from the 2008 to when he retired, man. And like this article said, man, if he wasn't injured, he'd probably be in Cooperstown, man. But he gave it his all. You never heard anything bad about him. He was a good teammate. His teammates liked him, loved him, and he just went about his day of just being a really, really good baseball player and a good third baseman for the New York Mets. Go ahead, DA.
Yeah, he was good, man. I'm always reticent with that Hall of Fame thing because I'm not really sure what that means anymore. But yeah, he could play though, man. And if you watch the Met game and he was playing, you was not going to be disappointed by his effort. That's what I know. You would not be disappointed by his effort, man. And he played, and I don't get that he played the game the right way. He just played hard every time he was there.
That's it. Played hard game effort. That's what you want from your players.
Yeah, and if when he was hurt, when he was out, he was out. But when he wasn't out, he was doing it like he's supposed to do it. So I like watching him. I never liked, particularly watching the Mets, but I didn't have a problem watching when he played. That's all.
Gotcha. D-Dub's thoughts on David Wright. That's D-Dub's drawing.
Because he got no thoughts, no Mets.
It sounds like he was drawing something. Let me go to the power rankings according to CBS, and then we'll go on to the WNBA and the All-Star Weekend. The Brewers are number 1. They are number 1. They've
been beating the Dodgers' ass.
They are 6-0 against the Dodgers.
If they keep playing the Dodgers, they gonna win the World Series.
The Brewers have won 10 straight games, a club record winning streak, 13 games, which came when they started the 1987 season when they started 13-0. The Cubs, they took care of the Red Sox this weekend, 2-1, man. The Cubs, they're hot. They're number 2 according to the power rankings. The Tigers are 60-40. The Blue Jays are number 4. The Dodgers, the aforementioned Dodgers, they now have lost 10 out of 12, and that division lead is back down to 3.5 games. So
we coming.
The Padres, look out. The New York Yankees, my Yankees, they took 2 out of 3 from the Braves down in Atlanta.
Yep.
They're number 6. The Astros, Ryan's Astros, man. They played some games out there against Seattle this weekend, man. They're down 2 pegs from last week. They're number 7. The Phillies are number 8. The Mets, aforementioned Mets, are number 9. Mets are playing some good ball. The Mariners and the Astros, they played a good series this weekend. They're number 10. The Padres, these other team are number 10. And the Red Sox are 12. The Reds are 13. The Rays are 14. Hey, the Rays said if they make the playoffs, man, they said they will be playing those games in Steinbrenner Field in Tampa.
Wow.
I think they get more people there than they do.
Wow.
Yeah.
They playing the game at the high school field. They said, F y'all. This is what we doing.
Well, so
Hey.
if you don't know the landscape, so Steinbrenner Field is exactly in Tampa. So where the Rays, where they play at, where the dome is at, where they play at, it's not nowhere near Tampa from what I remember going there a couple of times, and it's hard to get to from what everybody's saying during game days. The Rangers are number 15, the Giants are 16, Padres 17, Cardinals are 18, the Angels are 19th, and the Guardians are 20.
I think the Yankees is trying to get old boy from where is he from? The Diamondbacks?
Yes.
Home run hitter? Yeah, man. We get him. It's cooking with gas. Then we got that lefty and that righty game back up, making that thing pop. So
Gotcha. All right, so we are done with baseball. We'll be doing some more baseball here in a little bit with our main man Alvin. We got to get up with him, do some baseball, man. Shout out to Alvin.
It's after the 4th of July, so it's starting to heat up.
Yeah, we're gonna get Alvin, see if we get him on, maybe slide in Thursday.
Yeah. He
don't care.
Down. So shout out to Alvin. All right, so let me Ryan, can you hear us? Ryan, you was having some feedback issues. Are you there, sir?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, because I was probably driving, so maybe you couldn't. It was picking up the. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
A whole lot better, brother. Thank you so much, man. I am so glad. When you said in the comment, I might not make it. I was a little sad because.
It's okay.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, I mean, y'all can handle. Y'all can handle it. You know what I'm saying? You don't need nobody.
No. We need you, sir. We need you.
No, you don't need nobody supporting the WNBA, man, or fighting for them. No, you don't need that.
No problem supporting the WNBA. I have a problem supporting lunacy. I cannot support crazy people on the train, on the bus, on the streets. I do not support crazy people.
All right, let me jump in here because I was doing other stuff today, so I didn't get a chance. So Ryan, let me just start with the All-Star game. I thought the All-Star game was going to be better than what it was. I didn't, and that's when I said Rebecca Lobo the other night, because she pointed it out. I didn't like the gimmicky 4-point play. I get it. I understand that it's an exhibition game. But man, that was a real hard one. It would just remind me they were just shooting around, man. And
I
thought it was going to be more because they have been like last year's thing. It was competitive, but I guess.
Last year's game was a different dimension to the game. It was the Team USA who had a bunch of All-Stars on that versus the WNBA All-Stars. So people who thought they should have been on the team wasn't on the team. So it was competitive, and also it was also for Team USA to get some games in to play together. So the game was played on a more, hey, this is like a real game, not your typical All-Star game. So that's what that was. If you were looking for what you saw last year, anybody knew that wasn't going to happen. Just wasn't.
Well, we was hoping it would, but
a little bit.
But you got to be realistic, man. I mean,
they make layups. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God, yeah. Okay, there was plenty of layups made.
Plenty missed.
They scored 150, 130 points. There was plenty shots made
for a bunch of people getting paid money. Go ahead.
Oh my God, here we go.
I'm not going to give up. I'm not, because I'm not. I would. This is the problem, Ryan, and I keep it very real. I would not give the dudes that play. So why am I going to give these young ladies that play? Listen, man. I'll bring my son on. Listen to me.
Dude, listen. NBA players. NBA players miss layups. NBA players miss
yeah,
layups.
No,
I mean,
Not
what
by
are you talking about?
themselves,
They miss
but
contested layups. They miss layups when they get hit, when they get pushed down. Right? Is a foul? Yes. Dog, but that's standing there underneath the basket, missing 2 bunnies. I don't know, 12-year-old, a real live 12 and under AAU team wouldn't do that.
Okay, no. All right, man. All right. Hey, listen. I'm not gonna argue with you. The girls, they just can't play. So what I'm gonna tell you is, don't watch them. Because I'm
You're
over
right.
this whole. They're missing
You're right.
layups.
And I
Don't
don't.
watch
So
them.
you're right.
Don't watch
Right.
them.
You know you got me.
I know
You know you got
exactly.
me. So
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So I mean,
they gotta
what we
tell me
doing here?
twice.
You're telling me all those girls that's on the All-Star team right now that played on Saturday night
They
can't
can
hoop?
hoop, man. They're there.
You
They're
telling me that?
pros.
No, they can't hoop.
That's
They
what you're
can't
saying.
hoop. To you, they can't hoop because they miss layups. No,
No,
that's what
I'm
you're
saying
saying because
what
you're not gonna watch
no,
because they
you
miss
told me not
layups.
to watch.
They can't hoop.
You just told me not to watch, Ryan.
Yes,
I didn't
don't
say
watch.
you told
Right,
me, and I said
because
okay if you say so. But what I'm
you
saying to you is this:
listen.
as what I'm saying
You
to
just
you,
said you just
as
said
a
you
father,
you just
a
said
man that's been around basketball my whole life, entirety of my life, missing layups is not something I accept from a 14-year-old boy, a 12-year-old boy. So I
right.
do not accept
Exactly.
it from a
It's
27-year-old paid woman.
oh my god.
That's all.
So they can't hoop. So they
Nope.
can't play ball then.
I
They
just said
can't
that I
play.
don't accept missed layups. I don't think Gino Oriema would too either.
Okay.
I don't think Pat Summitt would.
And
I don't believe they would.
okay.
Do you think they would?
So
Do
now
you think that do you believe as a coach you would accept them missing layups? Do you think their coaches accept them missing layups? Because if that's what you believe,
you act
then
like
that
you
is the
don't.
problem. The
You're
standard
okay.
is too low.
Okay. Dude, you're asking me a question, but you
I'm
won't
gonna
let me
let you talk
talk.
now. I'm not gonna say anything. Go ahead.
I'm saying.
Answer all my questions.
So
Keep going.
yeah, I'm gonna answer your questions. First of all, you're comparing these girls to like a 14-year-old
No, I'm not.
AAU team. That's it. You just did. You just said a 14-year-old AAU team is doing better than that.
No.
So
What
that's
I
you
said
said.
was I wouldn't. No, I did
That's you
not.
said.
See, you got if
no,
you're
he
gonna
said a
say
14-year-old. He wouldn't accept it from a
I would not
14-year-old.
accept it from a 14-year-old team.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Okay. All right.
There's a big difference.
Very well. Okay. So let me ask you this: you don't think you just said Gino Auriemma and Pat Summitt and all these great coaches wouldn't accept missing layups? These are all they're great players from their teams. These are the best of the best, dude. What are we
Man,
talking about
no.
here?
What? See,
Now,
what you're doing is
because
you're not answering my question.
no, okay, what? Okay, all right. So they missed layups in
Would
an
those
All-Star
coaches
game.
accept
Uh,
that?
Yes, they would accept
Okay,
that.
here,
They'll be
I'm
like, "Hey,
going.
you gotta do better."
Now, me and you are
What are you
not.
talking?
Me and you are no longer
Bye,
talking sports.
bye,
No longer
goodbye,
talking
goodbye.
sports. No
Is Gino
longer.
Auriemma
You're
still
talking
playing?
to Kevin and Daryl.
What are you talking about? Good, whatever.
We are
But
no longer talking
listen,
sports.
listen. No, you're asking that would they
That's
accept
what I
that?
asked you.
They're coaches. They're listen. Now you listen for a second. They're
And
coaches. They accept a lot of things that they try to change. That's what coaching is. Coaching is hey, you're effing up, make your layups, and they coach them up. Yeah, so they do accept it because that's what
that's not
coaches
accepting.
do.
If you're trying to change something, you would accept it. I will give you an explanation of this
Okay,
in
listen.
project management.
Okay.
In risk management, if there is a risk, you can accept it. Where you say, okay, it's cool. That we'll accept that Kevin runs his car into the wall now and then, right? Right? That's part of it, right? So you accept that risk, or you can remediate. Say, now we're going to do something to ensure that this doesn't happen. Right? We're going to make sure that we're not going to, or we're going to pass that risk on. Right? So what I'm saying to you is this: if they change it, Ryan, to say, hey, you missed the layup, we're going to fix that, then they didn't accept it. It happened, but they're not accepting it happen because they want to change it.
Bro, I mean, I'm not going to argue with you about layups and missed layups and things of that nature, because they made a lot of they made a lot of them too. And you guys posted all the 3-point shots they made, but you didn't post the ones that they missed, but you didn't post the ones that they made. Like everybody, you know what? We can always take from a game, even the NBA. When people are missing stuff and doing this, they have it on Shaq and the Fool all the time. When they're doing silly things. But don't come up here and say, "Oh, they're missing layups. I can't watch this." No, I mean, come on. If they don't do anything,
I apologize, right?
Like,
you told me not to watch.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, I did.
No.
Yeah, I did tell you not to watch.
Not to watch, one.
Yeah.
2 is when the men mess up, do we get on the men? Was Kevin Warren not the biggest guy out here saying, "Yo, just forget the All-Star game. Don't have it. If you're gonna do that, just don't do it." For the last 4 or 5 years, Kev said that. So it's not like no. But it's not.
No.
It's not.
Listen, no, we're talking.
What I'm saying to you,
we're talking about missing. You're talking about missing layups.
About the quality of the game. I mean, that's the missing layups is just symptomatic. It's part of but we're talking about the quality of the game, right? And then throw that in with the backdrop. And throw that in with the backdrop of the t-shirts, right? So that magnifies it even more, right? So you're telling me, pay me, right? But your game's not 100%, right? Now listen what I'm saying. Listen.
Nobody's game is 100%.
Think what I'm saying to you. Right? So why would you complain to get paid if you're not going to give them that 100% effort? Right? If you're going to say, okay, pay me, but we're only going to give you a exhibition effort, exhibition game effort. How does that look? DA, what are you? DA, when do they wear the shirts?
We all know that. DA, really quick. We never questioned ever on this show, that the women in the WNBA don't play hard in the regular season. We never questioned it.
We talked about that game.
The shirts are not about the All-Star game.
What's it about?
It wasn't about the All-Star game. It was a platform they had to because they're going through negotiations. It's a negotiation ploy. It's a that's what they're doing.
And what I'm saying to you is that it's not a good ploy. Whether you don't think it's a good ploy or not, right? But you know what? But you know what the timing is? They cannot sign a bad deal getting 9.3 of revenue share, not profit share. Before you guys hit me over the head that they don't make no money, revenue share. If we are a team, there can't be no league without the players. They can't be no players, and you can't without having a league. So it's shared. It's shared. 9.3 revenue share is ridiculous. And now what they see that, hey, teams are now valued 180% more than last year. And they have expansion. So whatever the reason is, Caitlin Clark, thank you so much. Thank you for bringing other eyes to the game. Wait, hold on, let me finish. So the reason why they're doing that,
Caitlin Clark respect, but go ahead.
So I get a respect. Yeah,
I know. I'm playing with you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I've always given her respect. Never once have I disrespected Caitlin Clark. Never once.
Oh well, we'll put some respect on her name. Okay, go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, if they sign a deal, right, and they see the projection of how the league is going, you can't look back in the past and say, well, you guys didn't make any money, so we're not going to give you any revenue share. No, they see the projections of the $180% increase of value in the team. They cannot by any stretch of the imagination take 9.3% of revenue sharing, not profit sharing. The league did not make a profit. We get that. Profit sharing and revenue sharing is two different things. So what they're talking about is revenue sharing to get them a higher base salary. That's all that is, because that salary is going to be there no matter if they make money or they don't make money. Profit and revenue sharing is two different things. That's all they. If they came to you and said, "Oh, we want more money," even though we want more money on the profit share, there is no money on the profit share, but there's money on the revenue share, because revenue is all about looking into the future and seeing where the teams are at.
Revenue.
So that's
Hold on. I'm sorry. Revenue is the money made. Period. It's not the money made before losses or anything. Revenue is money brought in house. Period. In the story. Now, but if I may, sir.
Well, I wasn't finished talking.
I had to correct you on what revenue was, but go ahead.
No. In the sports realm, the revenue share and profit share is different. Revenue share is coming from ticket shares. It's coming from the TV right deals. The TV right deals, they're about to sign a huge TV right deal. So if you're asking them to only take 9.3, if they sign a deal now and then get ticket sales, TV right deals, team value going up, they won't get any of that new money. It's the same thing as myself, who's an actor, who's a union actor inside. When streaming came along, the studios, the executives was getting all the streaming money, but no revenue from the streaming was going to the actors. It's the same equivalency.
Yeah, okay.
Same thing. They just want the rev. They just want. They're not saying give me 50% of the revenue share, but damn dog, 9.3.
I whatever the equitable number is for them, it will be. But what I want you to understand from a business perspective is when you have revenue share, right? I'm not saying profit share, because as we all know, there is no profit, right?
Right. There is no profit.
With revenue share,
no profit.
With sharing of revenue, you do understand that there is also a red book, meaning to say they've been in the red as a league for X amount of years. It also means that there are people owed money from X amount of years. The reality is, in any business, before you can pay out any money outside of revenue, right? Above and over that, whatever, you have to pay back the people that you owe. So I don't know who they are, but let's just say, for instance, every NBA team that backed a WNBA team.
It's called an investment.
Whoa.
Sometimes you lose on your investment.
No, we don't know. We don't know what their, thing was. No one said, you don't go into something like that saying, hey, Kev, I'm going to put X amount of dollars in you. If it don't work out, yeah, it's all good. That don't happen.
The WNBA
don't happen, Ryan. There has to be a way to make those people whole, man. That's just business.
The NBA owns the WNBA.
Each and every team that, like we always joked about, and we'll talk about this another time. But when James Dolan opened up the garden for the Liberty, right? Yo, we all in, girls, let's do it. And after a while, there was 4,000 or 5,000 people there, and he got the whole garden open. That's a loss on his books. Somebody has to make up that loss. Not all investors, when you invest in something, this isn't a stock that goes up and down. It's not that type of investment, Ryan. This not that type of investment. It's not, because I've had a store and I've owned stores. So when you put money in,
they're under the NBA.
It doesn't
under the NBA.
So there are people in the NBA. There are teams in the NBA. There are folks in the NBA that put up money to make sure this worked. and backstopped it for over 30 years of losses. Do you think that they are not entitled to get any money back? And that's the end of my story for the day. That's the end of my story for the day.
Listen. Very good. Great
They gotta
job.
get paid.
Hey, man.
Listen. The WNBA is under the NBA's umbrella.
We know that.
Right or wrong?
That's
right or wrong?
We got it.
Okay. All right. Listen. There hasn't been one team that folded. The last team that folded was in Sacramento in 2029. The Sacramento Monarchs, 2029. When 2011, before they signed the new CBA, when the NBA locked out, that's when the NBA got the 50% revenue sharing from the players. Got the 50% revenue sharing. Then that's what spiked. That's what spiked the TV deals. The TV deals, and then the value of the teams went up with the TV deals. That's what we're seeing now. We're seeing expansion with the WNBA. We're seeing like I said, 180% of team value.
Ryan,
all right?
I love you, but you still haven't answered the question.
Listen, hold on, wait. But what I'm saying is, if the players see that spike, you can't give them the same 9.3 revenue share. I'm just saying.
I don't care what the number is, as long as it's equitable. I'm fine with that if I'm an owner. But if I'm James Dolan, just a name, I want the money that's owed me before we pay anybody any money. Because for 20 years, I put via the NBA.
That's not how it is. That's not how it is in the NBA versus the WNBA. No, it's not.
Yes,
no, it's not. Kevin, no, it's not.
Tell us,
guarantee
you, every team in the WNBA was backstopped by an NBA team. And they said that.
No, you're trying to say that that the WNBA the NBA back money. No, that's not how it works. They're not going to go back.
What kind of businesses have you done?
Because
if someone pays for you to do something for 20 years, you don't owe them money?
The NBA started the WNBA. That's their investment. That's their investment.
No,
exactly.
No,
that's their. Yes, what are you talking about?
The WNBA started as a joint venture with the NBA, and the NBA said that they would help bolster them for the first 10 to 15 years. I was there.
Incorrect. And the WNBA, the NBA is under in the new CBA in 2011. The WNBA and the NBA are under the same umbrella. The NBA. That's why you have never seen. Listen, that's
you're on the wrong timeline. That's what I said in the beginning, and you said 2011. See?
Oh. But that's my point. My point is, moving forward to 2011, there is no back. We owe you back pay. No, they're under the same umbrella. They're protecting it. They're protecting their investment because now because they think highly of the league. The NBA thinks highly of the league. David Stern, the commissioner now, they think highly of the league. So they're pushing the league. So that's their investment in the league. So now they're not going to go to the league that they started and be like, oh, you owe us money. That's still there. It's all under the same umbrella. It's just like Disney that has ESPN and all this other thing. It's under Disney's umbrella. The WNBA is under the same umbrella.
We're going too far. And one day we'll talk about this on the business side offline, so I can school you on this. All right.
That's fine. That's fine. But what I'm saying is the point I'm making is since 2009, there's only been one. The last team that folded. When the NBA signed a new collective bargaining agreement and the players got 50% revenue sharing and everything skyrocketed with the new TV deals, they signed the deal. The WNBA was collectively bargained under the NBA as well to protect them. That's why we have never seen another team fold. We've seen teams relocate but not fold. Now we're seeing teams that we're seeing expansion. Now we're seeing the team's value. In a year, the WNBA is worth $3.2 billion. 3.2 billion. So they see a future. They have a vision for the league, is what I'm saying. They have a vision for the league.
I'm not saying that they don't.
The NBA has a vision.
I'm not saying that they don't. But go ahead, Kev. We out.
Right.
Go.
Hey,
but
good.
Real can I make one point really quick? So the reason why they have to fight for everything right now, because if they sign another bad deal and then you're locked into this new CBA for how many years, 5 to 7 years, then you're not going to be able to recoup that money again. You've lost that money when you could have steadfast, lock up whatever you got. They can't be a league without the players. So that's why they have some leverage. Now it's negotiation. They're going to go back and forth. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. But they cannot sign a bad deal and not get some revenue sharing back. That's all I'm saying. And what I mean by revenue sharing, I mean it's a partnership. You can't have one without the other. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And do the girls either make layups? Yeah, but they're still great players, man.
They are.
That's my last thing. Like it was
I'm not mad at them, but I will tell you you're wrong about the business stuff. But let's get out of here.
Okay. that was great, DA. That was great.
I do that shit. I do that all day. So yeah.
We gotta go. On behalf of I'm Kevin Elwan, your host and moderator for.
Yeah, man.
Hey, this was the DA Ryan show tonight, as y'all didn't know.
No, we knew. It was just a few minutes.
You guys, man. Shout out to you two guys.
No, it's all good, man. I love the DA.
It is all good, y'all.
No doubt. So we're gonna.
Yeah. No, he just grind my gears. He's like the missed layups.
Hey.
And they were just it's the All-Star game. They were just trying some fancy stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm messing with you. But we all agree that there has never been an issue with them competing during the regular season.
Absolutely.
The All-Star game. Listen, I knew it wasn't going to be like last year's because of the situation. The Team USA versus the All-Stars. So. And a lot of people got snubbed where Caitlyn, Caitlyn's fan base like she got snubbed. So it was a perfect storm for that. So just like how Dan said, it was a perfect storm with hockey with the 4 nations thing. Just a perfect storm. So in that aspect, So thanks for the economics class, DA. I appreciate you, brother.
I will finish up.
On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin Elwan, your host and moderator for the DA, for Ryan, and for D-Dubs, and the rest of the crew that wasn't with us tonight. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers Podcast. Hey, we'll be on vacation. We'll be back on Thursday, July 31st. We're going to, kind of, how can I say it, just recharge ourselves, man. So, hey, y'all be good, be great, man. We'll catch you on the flip side, and y'all be easy.
Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.